Dreams are a place of pure imagination and personal connotations, with limitless possibilities that create unforgettable experiences. Some dreams may be deemed as crazy, but I would even go to describe them as demented and otherworldly. There are people out there who even believe in the theories and idea that dreams are our way to see into a parallel version of ourselves, such as a glimpse into the multiverse. But that is besides the point. Dreams are something that everyone experiences in their lives. And this dream I am about to share may just seem like another one of those random and strange dreams. But after I awakened, there was this instant morality to it, filled with a deeper meaning and this humble morale. This dream was a parable, and I am grateful it happened. In this dream, the world was a lot like the one we are in, except I was an egg. The dream began in a grocery store in the aisle with all the other eggs and refrigerated products. Like all of the other eggs, I was inside one of those styrofoam egg cartons. A woman had stopped right in front of my cooler. My cooler. It was finally my turn to share the fate of all the other eggs that were here long before me and had already gone along to wherever they were needed. She opened the cooler door and reached her hand in, grabbing the egg carton and placing it in her cart. Along I went to the checkout, and after a beep noise from the machine, I found myself in a reusable shopping bag. I was excited to be going to my new place, a place where I was needed. But in an instant, I became erratic at the thought of leaving the store and facing the threat of something catastrophic happening before my time of use would come. Before I could even trouble out all of the wrongs that could happen, I was already in the car, on my way to the place where I could serve my purpose. It turned out I was worried for no reason. After all, I was sure all eggs were scared about the same thing as me. But before I knew it, I was being placed into the woman's very own refrigerator. Then I waited, and waited until one of the times that the woman opened the fridge, she would pluck me from my cozy carton and allow me to serve the purpose I've been waiting for. I knew I shouldn't have thought of the many different outcomes for my use, but something inside me had really hoped to end up being served at the breakfast table. After all, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and the thought of being a part of that made me content. After some time, the woman opened the fridge and grabbed the carton of eggs. An instantaneous feeling of excitement came over me when she placed the carton on the counter next to all of her other grocery store products. Once this excitement began to die down, I started to become aware of what was happening. The light that was shining through the window was sunlight, but not just any sunlight. I soon realized that I was witnessing the early morning sunrise, which could only mean I was being used for breakfast. I remember how dumbfounded I was once I knew I would be used the best way I could have ever asked for. The woman made herself at work, but I couldn't stop focusing on the frying pan that I had watched her place atop the stove, followed by the light of the ignition. Watching the little spark of flame succumb to the bottom of the pan warned me. Mentally, not physically, not yet at least. Then the moment came, my moment. The woman had just finished washing her humongous hands and made her way back to the counter I was on. She picked up one of the eggs, and after a few moments, she grabbed another, then another, and another. It saddened me to think she might not pick me after all. And while I knew I would be used eventually, the thought of being served as breakfast was all I wanted. But that all changed once I felt the gentle touch of the woman's soft fingertips atop me. And before I knew it, she had started to raise me in the air. I saw the sizzling oil bubbling in the bottom of the pan where all the other eggs had served their purpose. But that would be all I saw of the frying pan. All it took was a sneeze from the woman to lose her grip of me. In what felt like slow motion, I was heading towards the floor. Is this really it? I thought as I hit the beautifully tiled kitchen floor. In an instant, everything I've ever hoped for was gone. My shell cracked and my inner self splat onto the ground. And just like that, it was all over. I woke up from my dream.